Imari Fawuyi here, back with another vlog of my life here in São Paulo, Brazil. This is me on Saturday night at a samba concert. I had all this fun footage, but I couldn't use it because I filmed it vertically. So here we go. And for Sunday AM, I got myself up and went to the farmer's market because you know how we like to live here. Okay, what's up, y'all? Imari Fawuyi here, Find Your Free. It's a Sunday morning. We're at Agua Branca Park here in São Paulo, Brazil. I'm going to show you around today, a little bit more of a long-form video. Just showing you some of the things that we've been doing this weekend, kind of more vlog style. And yeah, check it out. I had to have my breakfast, a fresh coffee, gluten-free chocolate cake. This is only on Saturday, y'all. I had some fresh eggs. And I went on to look for my delicious fresh produce. One of the things I love about this market is, excuse me, y'all, is that I can get like unique salads and greens. So some of the stands have a good variety. And here we are at another stand. Now, mind you, my farmer's market is all organic, so everything is grown with soils that have been, naturally massaged, basically. So they've basically been taken care of beautifully so that they can produce fruits and vegetables that yield high nutrient value as well. They're grown without pesticides or, nitrogen-based fertilizers. Some of the other items are these packaged goods that they sell at this market. We have a host of root vegetables, sweet potatoes, yuca, different things of that nature. Lots of different types of potatoes. Basically, everything you need to be able to cook up some good food in the house. And like I've been saying on this channel, it's super important that we really get into cooking and preparing for ourselves at home, because I know y'all can hear the school behind me. I'm sorry. Because right now they're messing with our food. And so any kind of food you can grow on your own, any kind of food that you can, make on your own, that's what you want to do. Here we have a variety of mustard greens that this group of farmers grows. I love their green selection. There's always all these unique greens from Italy and different parts of the world. And here we are, still looking at the deliciousness, y'all. I love me a farmer's market, y'all. And here is here is the farmer's market kind of seating area where everybody eats breakfast and prepares to go to the different stands on the outside and then into the inside. It's very important, y'all, if you are out trying to increase, your nutrition in your day-to-day life, and to really have an experience that allows you to feel nourished by the food you're eating, that you find you a good organic farmers market. Okay, here, this is our marketplace. This is some of the buildings around it here at Agua Branca Park. They even sell these tapiocas, which is like a local thing here in Brazil, which is kind of like crepes with different vegetables in them. And here we are. This is our marketplace here. And so right now I just want to talk a little bit about just the whole energy of being holistic here in São Paulo and how that's been for me. I know some people who are looking for places to move and to go, worry about leaving, for instance, the United States and all the access they have to, organic produce, if there is any anymore. I haven't been there in so long, and people always complaining about the food, so I don't know what's going on. But, I know when I was living in the U.S., I knew where to go for organics, and that wasn't whole food for me. It was like very particular marketplaces, usually outdoor markets. So here in Sao Paulo, it's similar. There's tons of outdoor markets, way more than would be like you would find in the States. They're everywhere, especially on the weekends. But, guaranteeing that those items are actually organic items is kind of difficult. I don't take a chance on it. I come to this market here, which is an organic market in Sao Paulo. And this is very important to me, as I explained on a previous short, because not only are organic foods grown from, soils that have actually been nurtured so that you actually receive some kind of minerals and some kind of nutrition from the actual food. But they also are not sprayed with harsh chemicals such as pesticides, such as nitrogen-based, I'm always forgetting this word, nitrogen-based fertilizers, okay? And so, it's really important in this day and age when there's so many chemicals we're exposed to, and these chemicals are, especially for women, are acting as like estrogen mimickers, and are really disrupting kind of the endocrine system of women. It's important that, especially as women, especially if you are of age, you're in your 40s, you're going into your late 40s, and your body is starting to shift and change, you definitely want to make sure that you're eating organically and that you confirm that that's what you're buying. Doesn't mean you can do it 100% of the time, but you try to do it as much as you can because you want that toxin load on the liver to be reduced, because the liver works really hard as we get older to try to process all of the toxins that we're exposed to on a daily basis. And because it's been working, a while as we get into them 40s and start going through change of life, it's more worn down, more tired usually, unless you're really working with your liver, providing it with, herbs that will help to, stimulate bile and help the liver to go through its detoxification processes. So, that's anything from milk thistle to alcachofa is what we call it here, i.e. artichoke, certain herbs that are really, really good for what they call like hepatic, so very liver related herbs that are really good for detoxing the liver. And then, it's really important, y'all. So I just wanted to say that little bit here today. And, this weekend has just been about, a lot of rest for me. Of course, I come to my market on Saturdays or Sunday mornings and do kind of my weekly shopping. But I also did have one outing last night where I did go to a samba festival to meet a friend. And that was fun. I was having a hard time finding my friend in that big crowd. I think I showed some of that footage earlier in the video. But I still had a good old time, right? One thing about going out in Brazil, you're usually going to have a good time. Everybody's usually super involved, fun, singing, dancing. It ain't nobody wallflowering, looking around, looking at you if you're having too much fun. You never get that energy out here. That's one of the things that I love about Brazil, is like it's a joy culture. So you can be in your joy energy. No one's going to be judging you for it. And other people are going to be doing the same thing. And it just raises the vibration up so much, And so that was last night. I had a blast. And today, this afternoon, I'm going to try to do some filming, but I'm going to be going to my local steam bath where I go to do my kind of lymphatic cleanses and my steams on a regular basis. It's down the street from my house. It has steam. It also has a dry sauna and a cold bath, which I don't get in nobody's cold bath because I know y'all not hygienic enough to keep this clean as it needs to be. So, but I do some of the steaming. These places are not the most hygienic to me in general unless someone's in there cleaning constantly. So I just go in there with my little essential oils and my stuff and clean them down. But so I'm going to do that. I'll put some of that footage next. And yes, I'm just vlogging, y'all, trying out this vlog thing. Supposedly this is, YouTube is going back to just the vlog. So I'm like, we're going to vlog here from Brazil, where I live. And just give things. Every day is an adventure here. It's fun. There's festivals. I might even go down to one of our big street markets downtown area today and show y'all some of that. It's just Brazil's really tricky, y'all. Because one thing about it, excuse me. Thing about Brazil, they will take your phone in a heartbeat. So, you have to watch when you're in really crowded areas where people can just run up on you and snatch and run, or having your phone out. So it makes it hard to do things like vlogging out in public here, which is kind of annoying, but it just kind of is what it is. So I'm going to try to do something. Yes, yes. And so here we are. We are back walking through the park where my farmer's market is. Again, the park is called Agua Branca, white water. And basically, this park is really dope. There's a lot of beautiful landscape, lots of trees, there's horses, there's interesting old school buildings, there's a lot of bamboo, all things that I enjoy seeing. And you can just cruise on with me and enjoy the music as I walk to the front of the park with all of my groceries dragging behind me in a cart so that I can get me an Uber back home. And one of the things about me here in São Paulo, I will walk and walk and walk. And what I love about São Paulo is similarly to a lot of European cities, this is a city that's very walkable. So you find yourself on the ground, 2 feet on the ground, walking it out on a regular basis. I know for me, I definitely walk about 3 to 4 miles every day, just taking care of my usual everyday errands and things that I need to do. And it just feels so much better. And you feel so much more alive when you're walking a lot than when you're sitting at a desk and then you go and get in a car and you drive back home and you sit up and mess around on your phone for hours, which is kind of a typical American lifestyle that I'm glad I got away from. I'm definitely enjoying just being more in touch with nature, and even if I am in a huge urban area, I still get to just feel more connected in general because I'm out walking, I'm outside. I'm enjoying the weather, whether it's overcast or sunny. Sao Paulo doesn't really have a lot of weather extremes, but it goes back and forth a lot. So you do have to be prepared for like having one day where everything is nice and cozy, and then the next day, you lose 10 degrees or 20 degrees. And that doesn't happen all through the year, but definitely as we're going from season to season. But the good thing is there's never like these super cold, in the 20s days. And the heat can get a little extreme. It definitely can get in the high 90s here because I am in a tropical country. But I'm just grateful that the cold doesn't get too extreme, even though I do like cool weather. Right now we're approaching, I think we're going into winter pretty soon, so we can expect, 40s in the night, stuff like that, but nothing so crazy that you can't deal with it, right? But I will say, living in Sao Paulo, a lot of the houses, they either don't have heat or they don't have AC or they don't have either one. And my apartment doesn't have either one, so it is going to be interesting. This is our second year going through winter here. We'll see how it goes, but what I love about winter is I get an opportunity to buy new warm and fuzzy and comfy clothes and just relax indoors a lot, and I enjoy that. So here we are on this lovely little walk. It definitely, like, I have to walk into where the market is, and it literally takes me like 15 minutes to walk out, especially because I have my pull cart and probably like a bag on my shoulders full of groceries. So it takes some effort, okay? But this is what we do so we can be organic and have good, healthy produce to cook up and to make and to have healthy salads. All right, so yeah, here we are. I'm just walking you through a little bit of the park, Agua Branca Park, here in São Paulo, where I go to the weekly farmers market. It happens 3 times a week, but I can only come on the weekends, so I either come on a Saturday or a Sunday. And yeah, like I was saying, one of the things I love about São Paulo is that people are really active, they're out, they're in the streets doing things. People like to shop outside at the marketplaces. We also, like, it's a big fitness city, so like everybody is out. And like, for instance, here's a fitness class here, and there's all kinds of fitness classes here at this park all the time happening. They got weightlifting area over here outside. It's dope. There's a lot of kind of commitment to wellness and fitness here that I love. So I never really fall short on, access to what I need for my wellness. So for instance, I mentioned I'm going to be doing a steam today, also with my daughter. Also, there's a ton of different holistic health practitioners here, holistic doctors, that are actual doctors, for instance, for women, gynecologists that practice from a natural standpoint that you can actually afford to go and see and pay out of pocket for, and it won't like kill you. Okay, so this is the park. It's actually a really beautiful park. There's a lot of areas of it where you'll see a ton of bamboo, which I always enjoy seeing. Big bamboo shoots, even though I do understand bamboo is very invasive and not native to this part of the world, but it is what it is. It's everywhere. When we lived in Puerto Rico, I used to love to go to El Yunque because you would see all the beautiful bamboo up on the hillside. The biggest bamboo you ever seen up on the hillside there as you're ascending into, the national park. So yeah, heading out here, call my Uber. But yeah, a lot of my day just involves walking. I walk about at least 3 miles a day. 3 to 4 miles a day, plus lift weights and try to keep it active in African dance and different samba events and dancing on a regular basis. So yeah, staying active is a big part of life here in Brazil. I mean, y'all see Brazilians, they dance all the time. They play capoeira, so they have levels of mastery of the physical body. It's just a place where being a bump on a log is just not a thing, And so, yeah, you want to activate your energy and be physical outside in the sun, getting that vitamin D in, right? So yes, y'all, this is the end of this portion. So we're here back at my little coffee shop that I go to here in Beco do Bajman. I'm having a little sit down. I just wanted to vibe with y'all some more. So today has been productive. I've just been doing my grocery shopping. I also went to the health food co-op / just grocery store that's organic up the street here. I think I already did a short video on that. I'll put the link below so you can just check out that video. That was what I did after I left the farmer's market this morning. And so this is typically how my Sundays go. And this video is really about just how we do holistic São Paulo, on a regular day. So yeah, it's pretty easy to be holistic here. Like I mentioned before in the video, there are a lot of options for, healing modalities, plant medicine. We live in this big city, but you have a lot of access to different health and healing retreats that are in more of the outskirts and outer portions of São Paulo. We're not that far from the coastline, so those who really need nature to sink in and feel like they're going through a healing process, nature is available to you. And yeah, I mean, we really just, for me right now, healing is about rewiring the brain, addressing past traumas, and really integrating some of the things that are kind of causing different splits, in the personality and in the life and in the way that I view my own and perceive my own life. So a lot of that healing just comes from your day-to-day practice and the things that you do to just to, kind of rewire your thinking, rewire your mind, and open up to new ways of seeing and doing things and perceiving things. And so that is the process I'm in. And one of the things I love about living in Brazil is that it's easier to tap into your quiet. So while it is a city and a country that is about enjoyment and in some certain ways, levels of debauchery in some ways, maybe not in the same ways like in the Caribbean, but there are those kind of aspects to the culture. But then there's this aspect of just being grateful. Gratidão is part of the culture. And so, you know, that gratitude is something that will carry you, that will allow you to kind of tap in and go inward more into the things that you're grateful for. And then you begin to understand that even the things that might seem like they aren't favorable for you have really been part of your process of healing and you know, and redoing and remembering, you know, the wholeness of you, instead of like this broken, kind of disintegrated aspects of self that a lot of us are walking around with. So this is a place where you can tap into that. You know, it's because, you know, there's more of a rarefied energy. People are kinder to each other. You feel more supported. Nature is abundant. Healthy food is abundant. You don't have to go looking for it. It's around, it's everywhere. And just kind of, you know, just a basic quality of life is in place. So we still have that option here now. You know, that doesn't mean I don't feel like the governments and the powers that be here aren't capable of the same types of atrocities we're seeing in the US right now, because I don't put that past any governments or any leadership. And so one of the things that we're having to do right now, I think in general as humans, is take back, you know, our sovereignty and really become responsible completely for ourselves, for our processes, for our healing, get back on the land, which is something I seek to do as soon as possible. I got to get my kids on board, because for so many years we were living very close to the land. We lived in the Caribbean, we lived that way, and now we're in this urban environment. And it seems counterintuitive, but I feel like a lot of my personal healing also really broke through from being in this urban environment. But now, you know, I will be ready to get back to the land here soon. So yeah, I mean, a lot of our sovereignty is being called back to us. And so I think that's, you know, where we're at right now. And I felt some drops. So it's about to rain. So yeah, I'm gonna get some more footage and put it on this video. Thanks. Alright, so I am at my steam spot. I'm about to show y'all a little bit of how I get down. So here's a little seating area here. So we have a couple of rooms. We have a cold pool over there. There's someone in it. I won't harass with the camera, but I'm about to go into the steam room, as you can see, and that is my favorite room. I love the dry heat too, but I like the steam, so I usually do both. Yeah, and I'm about to jump in and see what it do. Let you. So I'm in the steam room. You can barely see me. I've got some essential oil blend. So I have a base oil of lemon, palmarosa, and lavender. And so I like to just have that in a base oil and kind of just rub it on and smell it. And, you know, I do the aromatherapy thing while I'm in here, getting a beautiful steam and sweat. And I'll show you how sweaty I am when I'm done. I'm very kind of antisocial in a way, so I kind of wait till it clears out. And here is the dry bath. I like it because he comes in, sometimes the owner, and like comes and wafts essential oils over us in there. So it's really dope. It's called, I don't know if that's called Auflös or it's some kind of German word, because you know they're really into spas and steam rooms and shit like that in Germany. But anyway, I'm going in. Just here enjoying the vibes at my steam bathhouse here in São Paulo. Here's a little view of the outside of this spot. So here is, so, you know, nothing too fancy, but perfect. Right here is a cold pool. I don't get in cold pools because I don't care if they got bleach or not. I'm not getting in them. But yes. Beautiful plants. Yeah, good times. So yeah, had a good time. I've been sweating. I did the steam bath and I did the dry, and then just showers in between, cold showers, and yeah, feeling good. I was waiting to see if the owner was gonna come do the essential oil wafting that he does in the dry room, but if not,